big hand. Good evening, everyone. How are you? Have you enjoyed yourself? That's good. We've had a very busy 2 days. As you all know, we've early this morning, and we've obviously started off early this morning and been out to school, and obviously having you afternoon with you guys. So I hope you've had a good time, and we've had a great time. And feeling very, very tired here at the front. Does anyone know why we're here? Why is that? Did anyone put their hand up? Yes? Yeah, that's right. We're releasing our second book, yes. Has anyone read the first book? Yes? Does anyone know why it was called football rather than football? Yes? That's right, because the coach is Hungarian, he speaks with an accent, doesn't he? And he pronounces his F's like a V. And has anyone read the second one yet? You've read the second one already? Well done. So don't say anything to the other people who haven't read it yet. Well, I'll probably explain the first book, because a lot of you haven't read the first book as yet. It's about a young boy who immigrates from the UK out to Australia, and he finds it very difficult to begin with because he believes that he's going to a country where they're not playing very much football. And what he finds out very, very soon, or very, very quickly after arriving, is that a lot of people do love to play football in Australia as well. And he uses football as a way of actually meeting people and making friends at school and feeling at home there very quickly. And after a little while, he decides to form a school football team. And that's where they go and find a coach, and they end up being the school cleaner with a Hungarian background. And then the story continues on in the second book, where they've formed their team and they're trying to win the competition to win a big trip back to the UK. So, does anyone have any questions they want to ask me? Yes? Oh, they have the blue shirt. Oh, sorry, the white shirt, sorry. Speak loudly, you have to shout it. Why did I start? Well, because I thought it was a very good idea, and Neil Montignano Wallace, who is the author of the book, came to me with the idea and asked me if I wanted to be involved. So I was very, very excited about it, encouraged about the whole story, and something I'm very passionate about because I'm a father of 2 children as well. And I thought it was a great idea to try and encourage, in particular, boys to read, but also along the way to continue to encourage girls to read, because it also has the main character in the book who is a girl, and we know that football for girls is as popular, or becoming as popular as it is for boys. Yes? Sorry, can you say again, please? we can think about it. And if your mum and dad wants to persuade us in any other way, there's no problems. We take cash only though. Yes? How did I begin my career as a soccer player? But we know it's not soccer, is it? What is it called? There you go. And if you want to not confuse anything, football is obviously what everyone calls in this country soccer, but we're trying to educate everyone to call it football. Aussie rules is easy, it's Aussie rules. Then you've got rugby league is league, and you've got union is union, or rugby, however you want to call it. So it's very easy to distinguish all the different kinds. So what was the question again? How did it start? When did I start my career? Is that right? I started it at a club called Qantas Socceroo, which is in the western suburbs of Sydney, when I was 7 years old. So that's quite a few years ago. About 28 years ago. Yes, in the red shirt. What's the hardest? What's the hardest player coming out here? Or hardest shot, you mean? Or hardest player? The best player? Probably more recently, a guy by the name of Cristiano Ronaldo. Does anyone know who he is? Is he the one that dives all the time? He's diving, I tell you what, he's dived a few times against me as well, don't worry. And he's got a penalty out of it as well. Yes, you're ready. What team do I make the best save against, did you say? Oh, I don't really know. I think I look at it a different way. I don't look at it necessarily as my best save. I look at it as the most important save. And I think for me the most important saves in my career so far, hopefully, there might be more to come, is against Uruguay, or were against Uruguay. We qualified for the World Cup. how long did it take us to write the books? It took the first book, because we decided to actually not only write the book, we decided to actually publish it ourselves as well. So the actual writing part of it took about 6 to 9 months, and then the putting together of the whole book. So from the whole concept to actually writing it and finishing it in a book form took about 18 months. And then after that, the process became a bit easier because we didn't have to run around too much and find all the different people who needed to help us along the way. So hopefully this next book will take us even shorter time, which we're hoping to come out in November. Yes? Well, it's quite exciting. I don't know if you gauged upon our response after we won the penalty shootout. But it was an amazing evening because as a child, firstly, I always dreamt of playing for the Socceroo, and then secondly, I always dreamt of playing in a World Cup. And to actually accomplish that was something that's very, very special and something that I think will stay with me for the rest of my life. Yes, my favourite part of the book to me would have to be, oh gosh, I think, I can't really tell you because it's in the second book and it's right at the end. If I tell you, it'll spoil the end of the story. So you really have to read it and then you'll find out. Yes. Which country do I come from? Where do you think? Well, I'll give you a hint. It starts with A, and we're playing green and gold. Hang on, he's struggling. Hang on, 1 second. Exactly, Australia. Oh no, I have a bit of a funny accent. Where do I sound like I come from? Some people say I sound a bit English, which hopefully won't last too long when I go back home to Australia. Yes, in the blue and black. I blame my dad. He asked me what inspired me to do goalkeeping. I said I blame my dad because when I was 10 years old, he was the coach of the team I was playing for, and he decided that nobody else wanted to go in goals, so he threw me in goals. Even though I fought with him no end. And later on, he said that the reason he put me in goals was because I could trip over my own feet when I was playing. Yes, you have a point? The best part of playing soccer, that's what I the best part of playing football, remember we talked about this, right, is I would say probably playing a game that you love. And it's not only, like for me, it's not only my hobby or my passion, it's also my job. So I'm very, very fortunate. And I think it's something that I just enjoy playing. You get a chance to play with a whole group of guys and all girls and have a great time. Yes, the one in that funny blue shirt. That funny blue one. What is it? Chelsea, yeah, that's sorry, that one, yeah. How many dives have I done? A lot. A lot. I can't tell you, I don't know. A lot. Yes? What does it take to become a professional footballer? That's a very good question. It's a long question, actually. I love the answer to that one. It's, what does it take? I suppose it takes a lot of dedication, not only for you, but also your parents, and a lot of hard work and hunger to succeed. And also it can become quite lonely at times because you leave home all the time very early, at a very young age. Okay, last couple of questions. You're in the blue here. When did I start playing football? I was 7 years old when I first started playing. And the guy in the black up back? Yeah, I was playing on the field. I was an outfield player, yeah. Until I was 10 years old, then I went in goals. Okay, last two. Yes? What's the hardest team I've played against? Probably... no, Italy was one of the easier ones, actually. We got lots of ribs off the game. No, I mean, there's been a lot of hard teams to play against. Probably, I mean, Brazil are a very good side. I played against Brazil. Argentina, been a very tough team to play against. And in the club level, I suppose, is Man United are very good. Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool are very tough as well. So there's a lot of good teams I've played against. Okay, last one. One of the great. That's my favourite book. Which is my favourite book out of these two? I actually like them both, very much so. And obviously I have a certain you know, like, because I'm so involved with both of the books, and I've started the process right from the beginning. For me, it's just like it just continues on. The whole story continues on, and it's something that we've been talking about for a long, long time. And I think I like both books equally. It's very difficult to choose one or the other.
Big round of applause for Mark.